Hey everybody, Ryan here at eTrailer.com. Today on our 2019 Chevrolet Equinox, we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to set up the Roadmaster Nighthawk non-binding LED tow bar. I like this tow bar for many reasons. One of them being is how lightweight it's going to be. And it's going to be so light because it's built from an aluminum construction. So that's going to make it easier to use. Another reason I really like it is it has this LED lighting. That's going to make it easy to see at nighttime and let people know that we are connected from our motorhome to our vehicle when we're going down the road. And as you can see, even on a very bright and sunny day, these LEDs are really going to shine. Another cool feature I really like about the tow bar is that on each side it's going to have this channel built in. And that's going to house not only our electrical cable, but our safety cable as well. That's going to help keep them protected and out of the way and help prevent them from dragging on the ground. Now the Roadmaster Nighthawk is going to work with a lot of different base plates. However, keep in mind, for some base plates you may or may not have to use an adapter. But for an exact matchup, go ahead and check out our fit guide and that'll let you know. Now one of the things that kind of separates this tow bar from many of the others is that it's going to have a non-binding design. So that means it's going to be a lot easier to hook up and disconnect. That way, if you're not parked straight on at it or you're not on perfectly level ground, you're not going to have to fight it because that non-binding design essentially means it has some adjustability and you'll be able to easily hook up to your base plate. Another thing I really like about this tow bar is how easy it's going to be to store. Just simply disconnect it, lift up, will actually clip into place, and then you can fold it down to one side. Now one thing I would recommend if you do plan on storing it like this outdoors is to pick up a cover just to go that extra mile to help keep it protected. Most of our customers' favorite thing about this tow bar is how easy it is to get hooked up. So now that we've gone over some of the features, let's go ahead and do it together. So to start, we'll just take our tow bar shank and place it into our receiver. You got the holes lined up. Push your pin and clip through. And now we can connect our safety cables to our motorhome. And one thing I do want to point out is you want to make sure that your safety cables are going to be crossed here at the motorhome. So we'll take the safety cable that's attached to the right side of our tow bar and put it on the left side of our hitch, and the opposite one for the other side. Those just clip right on. Then we can take our 7-way plug and push that into place. Now before we fold our tow bar down to connect to our vehicle, I actually like to take the pins out of the ends. That way we're not trying to hold it in place and trying to remove these at the same time. It'll just make life a little bit easier. Alright, now we can fold our tow bar down. I'll hit that lever to release it. Then we can pull these out until they line up with our base plate. Now once that's in position, we'll just slide these through and line up the hole with our pin with the hole in our base plate. Put that pin through, close it just like that. I'll use that same technique for both sides. Now we can take the other end of our safety cables and clip those on. As well as our 6-way connector, and get that plugged in. And then I hooked up our breakaway switch cable from that switch up to the safety chain loop on our hitch. And finally, the last thing we need to do is to make sure that our arms are locked into place. So to do that, you put your car in flat tow mode, get in your motorhome, and just make some very light S-turns, and that should lock everything into place. And that'll do it for our look at and our installation of the Roadmaster Nighthawk non-binding LED tow bar on our 2019 Chevrolet Equinox.